After years of rumors, Keri Hilson is done staying silent about the narrative that she hated on Beyoncé and sabotaged her own career. The R&B singer recently made a rare appearance on The Breakfast Club and dropped some bombshells that are shaking the internet. For over a decade, fans and media have speculated that Beyoncé allegedly blackballed Keri after she was accused of dissing her in a song. This long-standing rumor painted Keri as a bitter artist jealous of Beyoncé's success, and many believe it marked the beginning of the end for Keri's mainstream career. But now, Keri's calling BS on all of it. She revealed that the infamous lyrics that sparked the so-called beef weren't even written by her. In fact, she said she was pressured into recording the song by her team, especially producer Paulo Dodon, even though she never felt comfortable with the message. According to Keri, the entire situation was twisted by the media and used to push a false narrative that she was coming for Beyoncé. She also hinted at a bigger conspiracy, suggesting that she may have been set up and turned into a scapegoat by industry forces with their own agendas. So, was Keri Hilson unfairly blackballed over something she didn't even believe in? Did Beyoncé unknowingly end her career based on a misunderstanding? Keri's finally telling her side, and the internet is eating it up.
Regret, but not in the way that people would think, because that's a song that I actually didn't write. Those are not my words. I was on tour. Polo wanted me to do a remix to Turning Me On. He had produced the record, and another writer in our camp at the time, he had her write this. So he played it for me, like, this is the remix, because I'm thinking I'm coming in to go write a remix to Turning Me On. Like, The whole time I had been writing concepts, like, what would I say? How do I even remix this? Like, what do I want to? So I had lines and I had, things that I would have said, but I come into the studio and he plays me this verse, and I'm like, automatically, I'm like, I'm not saying that.
She even revealed that she tried to rewrite her verse for the remix to avoid all the drama, but Paulo Dodon wasn't having it. According to Keri, he flat out threatened to end her career on the spot if she didn't stick to the original lyrics and do what she was told. From the very beginning, she was put in a lose-lose situation with no real way out.
I began writing my own. That's what I did with my time there, but I want to be careful with the word I use. It was quite forceful, you know what I mean?
In an executive artist way?
Yeah, in an executive artist way only. Involving others and kind of threatening my career in a sense, in a real sense. Like, you're not coming, because my album wasn't out yet. So it was like, you're not coming out if you don't do this. And the mistake that I made was not continuing to fight. But I was in tears. I was crying. I was adamant that I did not want to do that.
And for people that don't know, you were signed to Polo.
I was signed to Polo and Timbaland.
Correct.
Yep, in a joint venture at Interscope Records.
Yep.
And I was young. I was super young. I felt I had no power. I felt I had no choice.
Just when you think it couldn't get any messier, Keri dropped another bomb. She said Paulo straight up played her. After she spent days begging him not to release the song, he finally agreed, or so she thought. Next thing she knew, the track was out in the streets because he leaked it himself on purpose. Yep, he went behind her back and made sure that song got released anyway.
He remembers more because he was there.
Wow.
He remembers more. Was it days after when it leaked? It leaked like days after I did it, but he promised me that wouldn't happen, so it leaked. And that was that. And I protected him. I protected the girl that wrote it, who went on to become famous. I protected everyone in the story, so I had to eat that. And I am still eating it to this day, because I'm getting asked about that however many years, 16, 17 years later. It's like I've worn the scarlet letter, really.
Have you ever?
His actions ended up creating a storm of drama that held Keri's career back for years. Let's rewind to 2009, when all the chaos really began. Remix of Keri Hilson's song Turnin' Me On mysteriously leaked online, and things got messy fast. The track instantly sparked controversy, with fans convinced Keri was taking shots at Beyoncé. Even though Keri never mentioned her name, that didn't stop the Beehive from putting the pieces together. One line in particular had everyone talking. Your vision's cloudy if you think that you're the best / you can dance, she can sing, but she need to move it to the left. Yeah, to the left. The Beehive took that personally. Many saw it as a direct jab at Beyoncé's hit Irreplaceable. And just like that, the narrative was born. Keri had beef with Queen Bee. The backlash was instant and brutal. Beyoncé's fan base came for Keri with full force, and what started as a leaked remix quickly spiraled into a full-on scandal. That one bar kicked off years of drama, internet dragging, and industry fallout that haunted Keri's reputation. And just when the dust was starting to settle, Keri unknowingly added fuel to the fire in 2011 at the Soul Train Music Awards. She was handed a copy of Juicy magazine featuring Beyoncé and Jay-Z on the cover, and instead of playing it cool and posing for the camera, Keri flat out refused to hold it. It was a quick moment, but it went viral fast. Fans instantly assumed the beef was still alive and well, and it didn't help that the timing was suspicious. The move reignited the narrative that Keri still had a grudge against Beyoncé, and the internet wasn't about to let it go. What started as a lyric Keri didn't even want to record became a defining chapter in her career.
The magazine. Just shout out Juicy.
Even though Beyoncé never publicly addressed the drama or called out Keri Hilson by name, the gossip machine was already in full swing. Whispers started circulating that Beyoncé was quietly pulling strings behind the scenes to stall Keri's career. Industry insiders claimed that doors were mysteriously closing for Keri. Opportunities she should have had were slipping through her fingers, and no one could say exactly why. It was all happening out of the spotlight, but the rumors wouldn't quit. Meanwhile, the Bayhive wasn't waiting for any confirmation. They came for Keri hard, flooding her with non-stop hate online, and in some cases, even confronting her in real life. The pressure became overwhelming, and eventually, Keri cracked. She publicly pleaded with fans to back off, tweeting, "You have no idea what your hateful words could do to someone's spirit." Years of verbal abuse from strangers all day long. Enough is enough. Keri kept insisting she hadn't meant to throw shade at anyone directly, but at the same time, she wasn't exactly playing the innocent victim either. She never dropped names, but her cryptic tweets hinted that something more had gone down behind the scenes. Something that pushed her to act the way she did, like refusing to hold the Beyoncé and Jay-Z magazine cover at the Soul Train Awards. The way she worded things left a lot of room for interpretation. And naturally, fans started wondering, was there more to this story than Keri was letting on? Had there been behind-the-scenes drama with Beyoncé that the public didn't know about? It was subtle, really subtle, but just enough to keep the rumors alive and fuel the fire even more. In another emotional post, Keri tweeted, "It's too much. Please, is everything I tweet going to be intentionally misinterpreted as a statement about someone or drama I know nothing about? You have no idea what your hateful words could do to someone's spirit." Years of verbal attacks from strangers all day long. Enough is enough. I'm here for my fans. I'm stronger than you imagine, but waking up and going to bed to your ugliness is just too much. I get it, okay? You can stop now. As far as whatever you're really mad about, I had my reasons. It's been years. Just chalk it up to your ignorance of my reality and let it go. As for my mistakes, God has dealt with me. Still, the attacks continued. Keri later revealed that some Beyoncé fans took things way too far, even literally throwing Beyoncé CDs at her while she walked down the street. She tweeted, "It's one thing to attack me on Twitter, but it's disrespectful to have the bravery and audacity to throw Beyoncé albums at me when I'm on the street." So yeah, Keri went through a lot, and for a long time, she chose to stay silent, even though she claimed she was innocent the whole time. But once she finally told her side of the story, fans started digging, and they uncovered something big. The person who actually wrote the controversial lyrics? A songwriter named Esther Dean, the same Esther Dean who's penned hits for countless major artists. And here's the kicker. While Keri was getting dragged for years, Esther stayed silent, never came to her defense, never cleared the air. In fact, she even bragged about writing the song, with one fan quoting her saying, "And I did. It was a hit." Eventually, Esther did issue a sort of apology, writing, "I submitted a lot of verses for that remix. One got picked, and it was co-written with Keri. Looking back, it was childish and didn't age well. I see how it hurt people, especially women, and I take full accountability. I've worked with and supported many women since, but that doesn't erase the moment. I'm sorry for my part. Growth is real, and so is this apology. But Keri? She wasn't buying it. She clapped back hard. You used the word co-wrote. I rewrote 3 lines in your verse, which was the only battle I won in the whole matter. But you weren't there when all this was going down, and we didn't write it together. Not only did I strongly disagree with the unnecessary, hateful sentiments toward other women, I've never been a fan of the publicity stunt method. You chose to stay quiet for 16 years, and now you speak only after you felt a fraction of the heat I've been dealing with this whole time. Keri is rightfully furious, and honestly, who could blame her? She spent the majority of her career being dragged and blackballed for something she didn't even want to be part of, something she tried to fight against. So now the question is, was Keri Hilson wrongly blamed this whole time? Let us know how you feel about the situation. Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to check out the next video for even more tea.